What it do, Speed fam? We back at it again with another banger. Got the Mazda sitting behind me, sitting ever so clean. Just washed her up. You know what it do. All right, y'all, so today we're switching it up a little bit. Instead of doing a new install video or hanging out with the crew video, we're gonna be breaking down 10 things that I love about the Mazdaspeed 3 and 10 things that I dislike about the Mazdaspeed 3. Now, some of these things are personal to my build, but a lot of the things that I'm going to talk about here today are stuff that a lot of... There's bugs all over the place. Now, some of these things are personal to my build, but also some of these things a lot of other Mazdaspeed owners can relate to as well. So come on with me, let's break it down. So first off, power for the price. That's the main key factor. Even a stock Mazdaspeed 3 gets up and goes pretty quick. They're really hard to beat dollar for dollar. You're gonna go and spend 40,000, 50,000 on a WRX or a BMW, and surprisingly enough, this has 400 horsepower. I take out most of those cars. Now, given when I first got the car, it was $30,000. But these days, if you go to Marketplace, you'll be able to find one $5,000 to $10,000 easy. Then from there, your mod journey begins. Second of all, the turbo character. The way that it spools up, the way the blow-off valve sounds, the flutters, the feeling it gives me when it pushes me back into the seat. That's all part of the reason why I do what I do. I've never been in another car that gives me the feeling that this car gives me. Besides one. That was my brother's 2004 WRX STI. That made some good horsepower, about 500. That's the only car that I've ever felt the external gate really opened up the way that this one does. Number 3, I love the handling of this car. Even though it's a hatchback, man, she really cuts corners. She really gets down in them twisties, and them BC coils really helped out a lot once I lowered it. So out here in Albuquerque, we go up to the crest, we hit them twisties up there. This thing's almost unstoppable. Number 4, it's a practical hatchback. You pop this puppy open right here. You can load up all of your car wash gear, strollers for the kids, all of your groceries. Fold down the seats, you can fit even more. You could go and get lumber, you could go and get a motor in this car. All you have to do is also just pop off this puppy right here, and boom, you got even more cargo space. I like to keep this in because it looks nice. I'd say number 5, that's gonna be aftermarket support. There are tons of companies that make aftermarket parts for the Mazdaspeed 3. We got Corksport, we got Diamond Motorsports, we got HKS, we got JBR, even though the dude's a pedo these days. We got Full Race, we got BM Spec, we got different turbochargers, we have people who build motors for the car. So at the end of the day, there is a big aftermarket support for this vehicle. Now number 6, we got the unique looks. We got the big grille, the hatchback, the big scoop up front. And as mine shows, once you start modding it with the splitter, the grille, the different paint styles, the carbon fiber vent, changing the emblem color to black, it's definitely gonna add your own style and your own touch to the vehicle. All right, another thing that I wanna touch on, and I think this is number This is number 7, the community. Now, I think the community belongs on both sides of the spectrum, love and hate, just because of the fact that there are so many haters in the Mazdaspeed 3 community. So if you plan on getting in it, just expect that. The opposite side of that, there is a ton of the community that is willing to help and support, as myself. There's a lot of other people, you'll find them on Facebook, on the Mazdaspeed forums. So there's a lot of us out here that are willing to help. There's also a lot of trolls in the community, so be careful where you go to look for your advice, because they might be swaying you in the wrong direction. Number 8, I'd have to say, is driving feel. You know, just because once you get in the driver's seat and behind the wheel of a Mazdaspeed 3, the torque steer, it's always wanting to fight you, it's a challenge. You know, I really like that about it. Just expect that, you know, once you get into the Mazdaspeed 3, you're not gonna wanna stop. It's just such a fun car to drive. Number 9, best bang for your buck. The reason I say this is because you don't have to go and spend WRX money or Evo money or BMW money to get into a legit tuner hatch. Just buy a Mazdaspeed 3. It was one of the hottest hatches of its time. Back in 2011, everybody wanted a Mazdaspeed 3. And personally, I'm looking for a Mazdaspeed 6. You guys know anybody? Let me know. Number 10, it's mine. You will not see another Mazdaspeed 3 out there on the streets like this one. I have a super rare splitter that they no longer make anymore. A lot of people don't know actually how to set up that carbon fiber scoop. This one's set up correctly, and it's actually functional. Just from the gold wheels and all the aero and the mods that I put into the engine, to the red paint, pristine paint, I have to say. Every Mazdaspeed 3 that you typically see out there these days is either wrapped or the paint has been cooked. We don't got that problem here, baby. Name a better Mazdaspeed 3. All right, y'all. Let's go change up the scenery for 10 things that we dislike. We'll see you there. All right, y'all, so we back at it again. We had a new location now. Coming up, 10 things that I hate. All right, y'all, number 1 thing that I hate would have to be these bumper clips. If you notice, and this is a lot of problem that a lot of Mazdaspeed owners have, is that you always have to push them in, they pop back out, push it back in again, and once again, it pops right back out. Hopefully, I'm planning to fix this issue with some quick releases. We'll see what happens in the future, but that's number 1 reason why I hate the Mazdaspeed 3. Which, hate is a very strong word. I definitely don't dislike this car, not even a little bit. That's something that I can put up with. So, on to number 2. Now, number 2 is gonna have to be the high pressure fuel pump. That's the first mod that you have to do, and it's definitely so dumb to drop money on a mod that doesn't even make any performance gains. But I would have to say that that's the key to unlock the rest of the performance gains. If you were to install an intake and a downpipe without your high pressure fuel pump internals, zoom, zoom, boom, baby. That's all I have to say. So for those of you that are planning on getting in this game, high pressure fuel pump, first mod. Number 3, oil and PCV issue. If you don't upgrade the PCV plate and you don't get some catch cans on this puppy, it just has a lot of crankcase pressure and there's a lot of blow by, so it causes smoking turbos. So that's part of the mods that you're gonna wanna go ahead and do, is just preventative maintenance. From Diamond Motorsports, PCV plate, you could either go single catch can or you could go dual catch can. I'm currently running the single catch can vented. It's definitely relieved a lot of that crankcase pressure for me. So that's the 3rd reason why I dislike this car. Quick little story, one day I was sitting at Walmart. This is when the car was still stock. Turns out that the PCV system had already started to take a shit on me. I looked behind me, I was loading the parking lot up at Walmart full of smoke. Next up on the list, number 4, I'd have to say maintenance costs, but at the end of the day, you get into a Mazdaspeed 3 and you start modding it, you know what that entails. So get ready to replace clutches, get ready to replace injectors, clean injectors, and because of the fact that this is a direct injection car, the intake ports on the head are definitely gonna have to be cleaned every now and then because the valves get crusted up if you don't take care of it. So pretty soon I'll be adding port injection to it, and I think that will maybe help out the problem, if not make the problem worse. It's just all part of the game. You pay to play, baby. All right, number 5 on the list is gonna be a noisy cabin and very creaky ride quality. I wouldn't say that the ride quality is horrible because the BC coils actually help that quite a bit, but on the inside, because of all of the motor mounts being so stiff, everything creaks. It's kind of hard to even hear yourself think sometimes. So I only drive this car on weekends. Luckily, I have another car that I'm able to do that with. If not, I probably would be putting this higher on the list in regards to my dislike for the car. I'll go ahead and add some clips in of how loud it actually is from inside the car and the creaks and sounds that I get from it as well. Yo, this is what I mean by vibrating. So next up on the list is going to be interior space. I would try getting in here right now, but my son's car seat is in here. But I can tell you that I barely fit in the back of this car, being 6'4". It's really meant for kids. So going on long trips with your homies in this car, it's definitely doable, but get ready for your homies to be crammed up a little bit, unless you're gonna be sitting all close to the steering wheel. And if that airbag blows up, basically. And I think this is either number 7 or number 8 on the list, but gas mileage. Now, of course, you baby the thing, you don't never get in boost, you're gonna have about 40 miles per gallon. And I'll actually show you that right now in this clip that I recorded of me getting some good gas mileage. On the opposite side, you get on it, you start giving it some gas, say goodbye to gas mileage, you're gonna be at the pump every single day. I think it comes with it, right? If you're gonna be beating the shit out of it, it's gonna cost you. You take care of it, punch it when it really matters. There's no need to show everybody up on the streets and their grandma. When you get them Camaros, when you get them Corvettes roll up next to you and start smoking them, that's when it really counts. Now, number 9 on the list is gonna be age and wear. This car was made in 2011. A lot of the trim pieces, the bumper clips, a lot of the inside is creaking, cracking, you know, and it only comes with being 14 years old. So if you're getting into a Mazdaspeed 3 right now, they're not brand new, so don't expect it to be like a brand new car. Expect for you have to fix some things up, whether that be bushings, you know, sills, suspension components, bumper clips, whatever the case may be. Just be prepared for what you're getting into. Now, number 10 on the dislike list, that's gonna have to be that it's addicting. Look at this thing, 30,000 as I showed you in the last video. I just can't stop putting money into it. I call it the ultimate money pit. Could it be a lot worse? I could be putting my money into other things. Yes, I most definitely could be, but I mean, I feel like all the effort and all of the work that I've put into this car really shows by the way that everybody looks at it. No matter where I go, no matter what I do, I'm always being complimented on the Mazdaspeed 3. So there you have it, 10 things that I love, 10 things that I dislike about the Mazdaspeed 3. And as always, if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and take a moment, smash that subscribe button really quick. If you feel like there's anything that I missed out or something that I should have added to the video, go ahead and drop it down in the comments below. If you liked the video, smash that like button, turn on that post notifications to let you guys know when we're coming out with another banger just like this one tonight. And as always, Speed fam, stay blessed, stay loved. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.